Alright. Yob got raided in literally like 8 hours. It's the fastest I've ever had a level featured. In fact, this got epic, which I didn't expect. It's not really user friendly because A, it lags, and 2, it's an effect level that's kind of confusing at some parts. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is get rid of all these masks. So I'm just going to select, oh god, let me just select all left, just so I don't delete anything else by accident. This is what's actually happening. Okay, it's a little bit bright, but you get the idea. Then they rotate from the bottom. I don't even remember how I made this, I'm gonna have to check myself. Yeah, so it looks quite cool in the background, but it's really bright, so that's why I had that mask there on such a low opacity, because it's just all blending. All of these are blending, and you can see how bright they are right here, especially in these pulses. So I'm pretty sure these are all the same in terms of properties. Yeah, see, they all move 500, they're all back in and out. That's the easing that makes it go weird. I want to look at these masks now, so you can see the different colours, or the different shades I've used. So this is one, it's just solid, I'm pretty sure. Then there's these little passages that you can kind of see. If I play the song, you'll be able to see. Right here, these passages, 0.9, so it's barely visible. You can barely see the rotations through it. Then these blocks, these are 0.75, so that's also not very visible at all. You can see that these are all faded at the top, so that's what makes these little platform looking blocks here, because they're all lighter at the top where this line is most prevalent. Because at the top of this block, if I just try and select it, yeah, you can see there is no mask along the top there. The spikes have no mask on them either. That's what makes them more bright, and I wanted them to stand out a bit more. And then I just added these little coloured circles on top, if I can find the layer. There we go. These are all just changing colour constantly. Pretty sure there's copied colour too. They're also pulsing on and off, which you don't really notice when you play the level because it's quite flashy anyway. Right, so the last thing about this part is this screen that you can see over the top. Where if I do that, let me just try and select this quickly. There we go, this screen right here. So this moves along with the player, as you can see. It's a bit far forward. I was wanting to make sure that all devices would have the coverage, because they all have different widths. Also, that gives a very nice view of the effect right there. So this screen is just copied, well no, it is just colour too, on blending over the top of the level, which makes all the colours brighter. If I play it in preview mode zoomed out, you'll see what I mean. See, that specific area is so much brighter and looks so much nicer with this. Alright, so you may be wondering, what the bun are all these triggers here for? And I'm about to show you. Okay, so these lines, all these dots have different IDs. I use build helper a lot. If I show this with follow player off, you can see that their movement is meant to be very trippy. So all it is just moving dots at different times, well, slightly different times. You can see that they're like a few steps away from each other. Meant to just be different and unique decoration. These move triggers right here, they move these one by one. So I will admit I did use scale hacks for this, but it's for a good cause, okay? It's to save objects, it's to make it less laggy, okay? These move up one by one, and these move down one by one. So if I play without, you can see it's just moving down behind the player. This is all really strange, because these blocks don't necessarily fit in to each thing, so this moves down faster. So this block is more covered up than the other side, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's just a basic part. Hyper helps with the blocks here. He's such a genius. Yeah, so that's that done. And now for the part you've all been waiting for, the heart background. Okay, so this, there's a center point around about here and around about here. The center point of each half, because this half is copy and pasted and flipped. So this is shown by these triggers here, right? So there's triggers on top of each other here, which is to split the sides. So these triggers here, they offset each individual corner piece, well, the heart's made of corner pieces, of this around each of its center point, like that center point if it's on the left side, and that center point if it's on the right side. So these, as you can see, they're all mixed. I'll just select them individually just to prove. So that's 360 and -4. Then this one's 227 and -2. Then this one's like 360 -2. I keep changing it to 360. I don't know why. Yeah, so they all get offset to a random place. Then these triggers have the exact opposite values. So as you can see, 145 it has -237. Then on this side, 145 has 237 and -3. So that just moves it back into the place, and that is literally all this effect is. So that might make sense when you look at this now. Boom. Okay, so this next part, all this is just overlapped easings. That's how I made this. Right, so the two easings here, pretty sure, well, it's definitely bounce, and the other one I'm pretty sure is ease in out. Let's see if I was right. These are bounce. Oh, they're bounce and back in. So these move up 100 and these move down 100, and all it is just the two triggers at the same time with different properties that make it flip. And I did this by accident on stream. I have a clip of it somewhere on this PC, so I'll try and find that probably. If I put it on, I don't know, back in out, let's just put it on a different layer so it's easier to select. I don't really want to mess with this. Make something absolutely weird at the end. Oh, look at that! Oh my god, that's sick! If you look closely, you'll be able to see both triggers working at once. Boom. There's the bounce. And there's the bounce again. And it fades out one by one at the end, as you can see by some alpha triggers near the end. These, no. Oh god, where are they? Here they are. One by one. As you can see, 170, 180, 190. As are these triggers right here, 170 to 193. And that's basically it. This is the hardest thing I've had to explain so far. It's getting harder and harder to explain my levels because I'm always trying new stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to delete that. So, this level, it got rated in 8 hours. Epic. It was the first featured level of the night. It's dedicated to Partition for just being nice and always uploading my levels, always appreciating the new ideas I come up with. Alright, sick. I'm ending the video now. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Bye.